I was like doing temporary jobs and surviving, not really living but surviving, and not really enjoying life that much until I heard about this university and decided to come here. And there was a glimmer of hope in my life. I was looking up self-sufficient communities, and then I got this internet pop-up, and I looked it up, and it was everything I wanted, everything I was, and it was heaven. So I just came, no visitors weekend, just popped up here in January of 2005, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. I find myself, getting so much creativity here and doing so much. I haven't experienced boredom since I got here. Over there, I was bored out of my mind. Well, when I first learned about TM, it was I've never heard of it before. I mean, I've heard like Maharishi was the guru for the Beatles once, but I didn't really know that he taught TM or what it was. And it was when I actually finally learned it. It was a very powerful technique that really I could find out who I was, essentially, experience who I was essentially. When I first learned TM, in the beginning, I would experience this very interesting pulsation, vibration in my heart, and it was a very interesting experience. And later on, I noticed that I would get deeper into myself, and I would call it the expanded state, where I would see myself, like feel myself getting larger and see myself from a different perspective. It's like stepping back and seeing, instead of seeing your point of view from this little box, you step back and you can see the real picture. When I first came to this university, that was the first thing I got noticed for. Like, there was this party and I started dancing, and ever since then we've been doing a lot of shows, like dancing for shows like variety show and things like that. In the beginning, I would be very fearful of dancing, but yet now with TM, it's developed in me some self-confidence, and now when I do dances, it's just completely expressing myself without fear of judgment or anything. It's just enjoying myself. I'm very dynamic and I have so many things to do that it's good to take time off and just be with myself and just experience that silence. So it's very soothing, very refreshing afterwards. And the cool thing about the parties here is that it's just so different from what I experienced back in Miami. It's everybody gets together and they don't have to drink or do anything. It's just, everybody just is just so happy. They don't need any substances or anything. It's just they just are. They don't need to lose their inhibitions using drugs or alcohol. They just are. This place is like a light, and the people just come here like moths to the light. It's like you get this congregation of all these beautiful, awesome people that you can really connect with, and you network, and you can see the future so much more positively and peaceful.